Hi, it's Murphy. This is my channel, Murphy's Every Whim, and on this channel I talk about books. And I do that because I love to talk about books. And I don't throw around the word love just all willy-nilly. If I say I love something, that means I really am into it. And it's true. So I just want to put up a short little video to talk about my June reads and to say goodbye. Okay, I'm only saying goodbye for a month. I generally, not always, but generally, go spend July in Alaska with my family. And I'm leaving in 12 hours. So I probably look tired. I'm trying to get done with those last minute things that need to be done, like packing. And one of those last minute things was to upload some videos that I had created to have some videos come out in July while I'm gone. And I've also created some shorts that I go around, and when I see somebody reading or I'm just chatting with somebody, I will always ask them what they're reading. And so I've been creating some short videos in a series called What Are Other People Reading? And I'll continue doing that for a while at least until I get bored of it. But I will, while I'm at the airport and at fish camp where I'm going to be, I will be asking people what they're reading. So where will I be? I will be close to Rampart, Alaska, if you want to look that up on a map. But it's 6 hours by drive up from Fairbanks to the Yukon River, and then about an hour upriver from Tanana to the fish camp. And that's where everyone will gather. We'll do some swimming, we'll lay out in the sun, we'll play games, we will roast marshmallows and eat popcorn and all those sorts of things that you do at camp. I'm looking forward to it. I will do a lot of reading, and during the time that my sister, her husband, and I will be there, just us instead of the nieces and nephews and grandnieces and grandnephews and so on and so forth. My sister and I, when we're there with just her and her husband, we will play games and we will talk about books because, as you know, I love to do that. So, what about my June reads? I finished some books that I had started a long time ago. That includes Dies the Fire by S.M. Stirling and Odd Billy Todd by N.C. Reid, and those were books that I've already created a video for. These are both post-apocalyptic books and quite lengthy. I think, if I recall, they're in the 500-page range. I also started The Majestic 311 by Keith C. Blackmore and finished it during June. I actually started listening to it in the car on my way back from Sheboygan, which has been a while, but then I'd only gotten a little bit into it, and then I started listening to it again in June and finished it. I also got out my collection of Rudyard Kipling writing and reread a fun little short story called Wee Willie Winkie. It's about this boy who thinks he's something special. And I also read some of the poems that I like by Rudyard Kipling. I started and finished The Darwin Affair by Tim Mason. This is a historical detective novel set in Victorian England, and there's also travel to the continent, and the royal family is part of this. So it's really interesting. I think Tim Mason has written a second book. I've almost finished Lonesome Dove. I started reading Lonesome Dove about 3 weeks ago, and I'm almost done with it. I will finish it up one of the first few days of while I'm traveling. By the way, it's the 3rd of July, and so there's fireworks outside. I'm using my mic, so I'm hoping that that's not too loud. I'm almost done with Heart of Darkness by Joseph Conrad, but as I said in a previous video, I'm reading this very, very slowly, and I'm not taking it with me to Alaska, so I will finish it when I get back. I'm almost done with The Angel of Darkness by Caleb Carr. And this is Caleb Carr's sequel to The Alienist, which was a book about forensic psychology in Victorian era. And so it's, I think it's set in, I'm pretty sure it's set in New York. Been a few days since I've read any of it, but it's, I think it's as good as the first one. I'm enjoying it quite a bit. And then I just started Bee Season by Mila Goldberg, and this is about a girl who seems to be not special in any way in particular, except that she discovers that she can really spell. And so this is a book about her relationship with her father and her mother and her brother and teachers and things like that, while she's preparing for spelling bee competitions, and no one really, at least for the part that I've read so far, no one's really aware that she's doing this, that she has this talent. All right, so I'm going away. I'll be back. You will see me. Like I said, I've uploaded some videos, not very many, one a week for the next 3 weeks or maybe 4 weeks. I can't remember how many I put out there. And then some shorts if you're interested in those. And I will be back with a big reading report for what I read in July. So, until I see you next time, take care.